Greetings, everyone. Well, time to wrap up the anime DVD updates. Actually, I only have a couple left, but they're fairly significant and important and notable. So I wanted to give them sufficient breathing space so I could talk about them a little bit. Alrighty, so let's not waste any time. More anime DVDs today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Alrighty, well, first up, let's take a look at this one. Now, this series is notable to me personally because it's actually the very first anime series I watched not dubbed. Prior to this, every anime I'd ever seen was dubbed in English. I just hadn't experienced anything with subtitles. And then there was this company called Animego. Anyway, you know the one I mean. Animego. And they were releasing anime with no English dubs. They kind of had this thing. They would only release stuff subtitled. So there was a few shows that had come out that I'd heard about that I wanted to check out. My friends and I wanted to check out. And there weren't any English dubs available. So it's like, well, I guess we could just watch it with subtitles. Let's check it out. So I remember we rented this particular one on VHS, and we rented the first. It was just a short mini-series, so we figured, okay, well, it's only a few episodes. We'll check it out. So we rented it, and we put it up on the screen, and now I was using my, can I show it? Do I have it here? Yeah, I actually have it right here. This was my main television at the time. It looks huge on the screen, but it's about 13 inches. This is my old Commodore Amiga 1084S monitor. So I'd use this as my TV, and then had or no, actually it wasn't this. I had this at the same time, but I had a TV that was the same size. That's what it was. Yeah, sorry, misremembering. Getting old, the memory's failing me. Got to get all these videos done before I forget everything. Yeah, so anyway, it was a TV this size. So we were sitting on the couch and put it on, and the subtitles came on, and they were like tiny, made even tinier by the tiny screen. So we basically just quickly looked at each other, just kind of laughed, and then paused it, moved the couch like up 10 feet so we could get close to the screen, and then we watched the first 3 episodes or thereabouts, and it was awesome. It was a great show, and we really enjoyed it. And I don't think we watched all the episodes. I think we only rented the first few, and I don't think we ever got around to finishing it. However, later on, I bought it on Laserdisc, all 8 parts, and I watched them all, and I really enjoyed them, and then they had lots of extras, and it was just a great show. So that's my story. Bye. What? Oh, you don't know what it is. Oh, yeah, I guess that would help, eh? I don't know how to describe this other than Gem meets Blade Runner. Do you know what it is yet? Little show called The Bubblegum Crisis. Yeah, this is great stuff. It's basically Cyberpunk meets Gem. And very heavy Blade Runner inspiration. I mean, it takes place in a dystopian future, big mega city, and the main characters, fight crime by night and are rock stars by day, and they're in a band called Pris and the Replicants. So you tell me there's no Blade Runner reference there. Yeah. So anyway, I owned the Bubblegum Crisis on Laserdisc for a very long time. It was one of my most prized possessions. Beautiful set. And sadly sold it a while back. And kind of glad I did, because I wouldn't be able to watch it anymore, because I still didn't fix my Laserdisc player. But anyway, I heard that they put out this really nice deluxe remastered edition a while back, and I've been wanting to pick it up literally for 10 years. When did they put this out? Does it have a date on it? 2004. So literally 10 years. So this is a really nice set. Let's take a closer look here. Now I should differentiate. This is the original 8-part direct-to-video OVA series, not the 26-episode remake series, which is called Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040. I do not own that. I have not seen it. I do plan to get it, however. One of my goals for this year, as far as the anime collection goes, is to get all the Bubblegum Crisis stuff. So far I only have this, but there's Bubblegum Crisis, there's AD Police, which I also used to have on Laserdisc. There's Bubblegum Crash, which I actually have never seen. I've heard it's not as good, but I'd still like to check it out. Then there's Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2040, and then there's a remake of AD Police as well. So basically 5 sets total, all of which are fairly easy to get and not too expensive. So this particular one, I think they must have re-released it or something, because I got it fairly cheap. It was only like $30. And yeah, now there is an alternate version of this that has really weird packaging. Don't get that one. Yeah, there's a couple videos on YouTube about a couple of guys who picked up this. It seems that it's all the same on-disc content, but the packaging is just completely weird. It's almost packaged like a PC game, like in jewel cases and stuff, in a big cardboard box, and it's really weird. But anyway, this is just a standard, DVD box with 4 keep cases, and if we take a look at the covers here, so this is volume 1, or disc 1 rather, and disc 2. Really love the art style in this too. It's very, very 80s. The music in this is great as well. It's really rocking with a lot of 80s pop influence, and just really good tunes. You'll find yourself humming along with a lot of them. So here we've got so volume 1 contains the first 2 episodes, Tinsel City and Born to Kill, and extras. It's got 6 music videos, including Tokyo 2032, There's a Hurricane Tonight, There's a Hurricane Tonight Live. You will definitely be humming that Hurricane song. It's fucking awesome. Mad Machine, Wild and Scarred, Touchdown to Tomorrow Live, and Touchdown to Tomorrow music video. Line art gallery, text, comments, and interview with Akiyama Katsuhito, director of Gull Force and Bastard. Sonoda Kanichi, character designers for other shows such as Riding Bean and Gunsmith Cats, and Miura Toru, the AIC president, and program notes. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So that's disc 1, and disc 2. We'll keep it on the one of the partially nude hot chick. All right, disc 2, we've got episode 3, Blow Up, and episode 4, Revenge Road. In terms of extras, we've got the live-action special, Night Sabers, Holiday in Bali, which is basically all of the voice actresses who played the Night Sabers, who are the main characters, literally on holiday in Bali, talking about their experiences making the show. Oddly, though, it's not subtitled, so good luck figuring out what they're talking about. I guess for us, it's just kind of cool to see the voice actors, but although they do obscure their faces a lot of times, keep it mysterious. So, yeah, it's an interesting little video. We got 1 music video for Victory, original Japanese promo for Revenge Road, line art gallery, and text, comments, and interview with Hayashi Hiroki, who is a director of Tenchi Muyo and El Hazard, and program notes as well. So that's pretty cool. You probably recognize, if you're a fan of like 80s and 90s anime, you'll probably recognize a lot of these names that I'm throwing out here. Episode 5, Moonlight Rambler, and episode 6, Red Eyes, for disc 3 here. And we have 4 music videos: Crisis, Run with Anger, Devil and Angel's Kiss, Jumping Heart Live, Soldier of Roses. Got the original Japanese promo from Moonlight Rambler, line art gallery, text, comments, and interview with Aramaki Shinji, who is the director of Appleseed, and Ubari Masami, the director of Detonator Organ, and program notes again. And then finally, like the Laserdisc editions had some of these extras on it, but this is way more loaded. This is like the Criterion edition of, of Bubblegum Crisis. It's fantastic. Okay, so then here, final disc, we have episode 7, Double Vision, episode 8, Scoop Chase. We've got 2 music videos, Rock Me and Say Yes Live. Line art gallery and text comments and interviews with Urushibara Satoshi, who is the visual effects guy for Akira. Guda Hiroaki, the director of Oh My Goddess. And Kekanuma Hideki, the president of Darts. And program notes as well. So, as you can see, pretty loaded set. Now, I've heard rumors there may be a Blu-ray release coming out. However, I do not know that it's coming out here. I know most anime of note has been or is coming soon on Blu-ray in Japan. Has been released or is coming soon. But we don't get very much of it over here. Most of the time, we're stuck with DVD releases. I mean, I picked up Macross Plus recently, which I love. It's a great show. It's on Blu-ray in Japan. We only got the DVDs here. So, I think in that case we can partly blame Harmony Gold for putting a kibosh on any and all Macross licensing so they can keep pushing Robotech on us. And as much as I love Robotech, I'd like to see some of the original Macross stuff as well. So next up, this is one that I've been wanting to get for a very long time because I've been just so curious about it. It just seemed like something that was right up my alley, my cup of tea. Grand sweeping space opera. It's from from the creator of Space Cruiser Yamato, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is, and it's also directed by Rintaro, who did Galaxy Express 39 and Metropolis. So this is like ground zero for the legendary works of both of those very talented men. We have Captain Harlock, Space Pirate, the original 1978 series. Here we go. This is it. So, I guess this was after Star Blazers. What did I say? I just said in the last video, Star Blazers is 40 this year. So this was 4 years after Star Blazers. But yeah, I have been wanting to see this show for so freaking long, and it's just never been available here. We've had several of the sequel series or spin-off shows here. We've had the movie Arcadia of My Youth available for quite some time. I think all of the above are now out of print, so good luck finding them. I'm going to try to track some of them down because I'd like to get some more of this. But this is the original. This is where Captain Harlock began, right here. Basically, grand sweeping space opera in the finest sense. And this is a Discotech release. I talked about them a little bit last time as being the heroes of classic anime in North America right now because they're bringing us stuff like this. Discotech is definitely a company to keep an eye on. They're doing some awesome work and really busting their butts to bring us classic shows like this. Now, for the longest time, I knew nothing about Captain Harlock. I mean, the most I knew about it was in the back, speaking of Robotech, in the back of this Robotech art book I've got, there was some pictures of Captain Harlock. And, I recognized sort of the style of character design. I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like Star Blazers. And, but I didn't know anything about it and couldn't find it anywhere. And, oh, hey, look. There's Grendizer. Yeah, there you go. What is it? There was another picture of him in here. Hold on a second, I'll find it. Oh, Star Blazers. We got in Star Blazers it was called the Argo, but in the Japanese version it's the Yamato. And there he is. Okay, so then we got Captain Harlock there and the one of the main characters from Galaxy Express 39. And there we go. So anyway, that was all I knew about it for the longest time. So it was kind of this enigma. So I did stumble across a fan sub of it not too long ago, and I checked out the first couple episodes. Really liked what I saw, and then I heard that Discotech was releasing it. So, being a good anime fan, I immediately deleted my fan subs and bought the official release because we want to support the official releases, don't we? So yeah, great stuff. So if you want to check out some classic space opera, definitely get Captain Harlock. You will not be disappointed. I should mention, in terms of, excuse me, in terms of language options, because I know we all like to know what language options there are, Captain Harlock is Japanese language only with English subtitles. Bubblegum Crisis, even though this is a re-release from Animego, they actually did do an English dub for this release. I've never heard it with an English dub. I listened to a little bit of the first episode, and honestly, I was cringing, especially for the rock songs, because even the rock songs have been translated into English, and honestly, they sound way better. Like, just not just in terms of the vocals, but also in terms of the instrumentation. They just sound way better in the Japanese versions, I think, than they do in the English versions. But you know, if English dubbed is your thing, and you've been wanting to check out the Bubblegum Crisis, but have avoided it because there was no dub, well, now there's a dub, so you can check it out if you really want to. But that said, they also do include the original Japanese with English subtitles, of course, because Animego is very thorough that way. Animego, for a long time, was considered by fans to be like the Criterion of anime, because they've always done quality work since the days of Laserdisc. I mean, they were the ones to get if you wanted to get anime in its purest, most unaltered form. And also, like with the Laserdiscs in particular, they would often have liner notes inside the sleeve that would give you all kinds of background information about the making of the shows and stuff. And it was really, really interesting stuff. That was one reason I actually kind of wish that I'd kept the Laserdiscs, because they did have pretty cool liner notes and, you know, some production art and things like that. I think I still do have a couple of Animego releases, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think I've got the Vampire Princess Miu one, even though I've got the DVDs. And what else? Oh, Genesis Survivor Gaia Stage 1, because it's never been released on DVD. I don't know why. I wish they'd put that one out. Maybe Discotheque will pick it up. Anyway, couple of not insignificant additions to the anime collection. Yeah. Don't know that I'll be doing a group viewing of this. I'm probably just going to watch it on my own. Maybe when it hits its 40th anniversary in a few years' time, we'll revisit it. But for now, I'm just going to probably watch it on my own. Bubblegum Crisis we might watch as a group. I mean, it's pretty short. I don't know that it's any significant anniversary this year. It was, what, 1988, I thought? 87. Oh, okay. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. I should mention also, Bubblegum Crisis, the original series, was 8 episodes. It was originally intended to be, I think, 13. But at the time, I don't think it was particularly well received. It didn't do very well, unfortunately, so they never actually finished it. So, you know, when it became kind of a cult hit on home video later, and, you know, got a lot of attention over here, they revisited it and did Tokyo 2040, which is basically a full-blown remake. And in that case, they did 26 half-hour episodes. The original series, the episodes kind of vary in length. They're typically around 50 minutes, thereabouts. So it's, you know, the equivalent of, I guess, 16 or so half-hour episodes in running time. Anyway, I'm just kind of babbling now, so I'm going to say goodbye. That is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.